sending them back? All right, I make enough money, I'll buy a Brock. What am I saying? Or a Brock. Yeah, we'd like to make more things. I have dreams of making the best Venture Brothers watch. I like geek stuff, but, you know, who asked us? It's tough. We're making a TV show. I say as I just slump into this kind of maudlin end. We make a TV show. What do you want, a TV show or a placemat with a picture of Brock on it? You gotta make a choice.
Well, keeping the statue makes
And by the way, isn't that the best product ever? A placemat with Brock on it. How's a placemat selling?
Will keeping the statue make you feel better?
It'll make me feel loved, Ken. It's either that or like a 15-minute hug.
Doc, this question is for you.
Yes.
You featured work by Bo Whistler and Rembrandt in the episodes Orb and Victor Ecto in November, and I was wondering if you had drawn the animation for those as well.
You know what I did? It was kind of a pain in the neck. For the episode that had Phantom Limb, who was selling stolen art and telling people not to buy the, they don't want the Mona Lisa because it's small. Remember that one? Yes. Okay. He was Phantom Limb in that episode. I was Dr. Girlfriend. They can't even see you. And he's wringing his hands menacingly. Funny joke. Those on the wall were really stolen artworks. They were most of them are taken from a museum in Boston called the Gardner Museum. Correct. And there were some Vermeers, I think, and maybe a Velasquez and a Rembrandt seascape kind of thing. What I had to do was find copyright-free versions of that and then kind of change its color and make it look like it's appropriate for the cartoon. So I didn't bother drawing it because you can find copyright-free versions of classical paintings. But I love that kind of insiderdom that Phantom Limb stole from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum.
We can take one more question.
Oh, two, Ken.
He told me one.
Don't
you take whatever you want, Doc. You always do.
You take it. That's my Dexter impression. Take it. I'm sorry. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I don't know if anybody watches Dexter. That was easy. Does anybody watch Venture Brothers? Suck it, Dexter. Go ahead.
First, not just to thank you for the entire show, but I have a friend who would kill me if I didn't get the opportunity to thank you.
You're not going to give me a picture of him telling us to screw ourselves because we spoiled the ending. Because we have a lot of those at the Astro Base. I don't need any more.
No. But the episode Everybody Comes to Hanks was just phenomenal.
I don't know if I ever said this in commentary. That was written in 2 days. It usually takes me about a month to write a script. I wrote that in 2 days. And the reason for that was I was angry. And I'm such a horrible human being that somebody was mad at me for being slow. I said, slow! And this fervor. So I cranked that out as an act of arrogance. That how dare somebody doubt my ability to be fast. And also, I love that genre so much. I was just, stroking it off as I was so happy to speak in fake private dick talk that, oops. Private dick.
Anywho.
You're welcome for that episode.
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask after the fate of two particular villains. One, is Molotov dead? And second, are we ever going to get Dr. Kittininja?
Are we ever going to get
Or Dr. Killinger?
Back in the show?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing between Jackson and I. Like, when we did the first one, I'm like, that's it. I don't want to see this guy ever again. He's done his thing. Jackson's like, oh, I can bring him back. And he did. I'm like, kudos. But I never want to see him again. But it's kind of ball in my court, so I might have to write for Killinger again, because let's see how many times we can get Killinger to seem vital. And the, what was your other claim?
Ms. Molotov dead. Look, she goes on the cliff. We don't see the moment of impact. Draw your own conclusion.
Yeah. Right? You've seen enough movies that...
And I know nothing. I'm just drawing my own conclusion.
Does that count? I don't know. She fell off a cliff and nobody saw it happen, so... that's going to have bearing on the season to follow.
And that was the last question we could take.
It was.
That went by fast.
That's the end of the panel.
It's the end of the panel.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming down here.
We're gonna hang out.
And I'll hope you'll stick around with Veggie Brothers for the year it takes us to make season 5, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. Jax and I are so excited about doing more. We're not phoning it in. We love this show probably way more than you do. So,
and thanks.
Stick with us. We love you so much.
For your support, guys. We love it.